What better for a Tuesday evening than a little... Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Anthony Edwards, Thompson out there with Holmgren. Then there's James, and it's Yao in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, they've got Cunningham, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Shot's good by James.
Man, this guy, he just lives in pressure. He's so cool in those moments. Very aware of the shot clock situations at all times. I'm not even impressed anymore.
For 3, Durant. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Philadelphia moving it around. From deep, Holmgren. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Outside Durant. Pass to Kirilenko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
3 shots. 3 shots.
He's off on the first. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just a reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And he nails the third. RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
And it's Bird missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. And that one's good. James.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Holmgren with the block. Edwards looking it over. James outside. Holmgren with a screen on Cunningham. Here's James. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. A
unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. So it's Philadelphia now. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Edwards for three. And it's Bird with a rebound. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Olajuwon. From 12 feet, and the jumper falls for him.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
76ers trail by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And they're on the run. Here's Kirilenko. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's James. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Milwaukee out in front, up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. They've got Klay Thompson, LeBron James out there with Edwards. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Cunningham passes to Kirilenko. Pass to Durant, beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Edwards, a pass to James. Out to Thompson. Philadelphia moving it around. James, right side. It's deflected. Kirilenko passes to Cunningham. Down low. It's stolen by James. Here's Edwards. Here's Yao. Off the window. It's good. Yao's gotten his first points in this one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Durant. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. 13 feet out. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. And James has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. That misses. Got a chance to tie it.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Left side, Durant. Here's Kirilenko. Shot clock at 6. And here's Cunningham outside. The 3 ball, no problem for Cade.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Holmgren finds Thompson. Now here's Edwards. He's watched by Cunningham. James, left side. 5 to shoot. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
And here's James. He's got 7. From the wing, that shot off the mark. And that concludes the first half. Milwaukee out in front. They're up 7. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. You guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And a look here now at the Bucks. You can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Bucks.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The Bucks leading by 7. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Durant, the pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Bird, that's good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's Bird. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Durant, pass to Cunningham. Pulls it in from the elbow. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 4 rebounds now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Durant against James. On the wing, Thompson. He's scoreless. Good on the bucket.
Perfect form with the textbook release. Watching Clay shoot is a thing of beauty.
Outside Durant. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Bird. Shoots over Thompson. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
76ers trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Bucs want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Kirilenko passes to Bird. Cunningham on the wing. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Cunningham's got 8 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucs credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required. The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Edwards. Back to James. Over Durant. Again, the miss by James.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
There's a screen. Kirilenko passes to Bird. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's Edwards with the ball for Philadelphia. 15-point game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there's James from the arc. Again, the miss by James.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Cunningham looking around. To the wing, right side. Here's Olajuwon. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Milwaukee up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fellow with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. James is out there with Edwards. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Yao in at the center position. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 17. James outside. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Outside Durant. Here's Kirilenko. Pass to Bird. Knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Bird's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Bucs on D. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Cunningham against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Rebound, Milwaukee. Kirilenko's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bird. And stolen by Holmgren. And now the Sixers on the break. And there's the lob. Now Cunningham. Here's Kirilenko. He's covered by Holmgren. Kirilenko passes to Durant. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now, here is James. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Milwaukee leading by 21. A minute 31 left in the final quarter. Cunningham outside. Pass to Bird. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Here's Thompson, wrapped to the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Edwards for 3, nails it from 3. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Bird. Here's Kirilenko. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Edwards with it. And so it's Milwaukee easily
And it's the Warriors to start out. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Baylor is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Duncan. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. No good from Hamilton. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Cleveland. Pass to Baylor. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Can't nail the jumper.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Here's Hamilton. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Allen. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Allen. Curry with it. Duncan outside. Pass to Baylor. Over Allen. And there's Baylor. That's good on the assist from Duncan.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Here's Curry. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. Now, here's Green. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots over Havlicek. Curry can't get it to go. Havlicek, the pass to Howard. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Duncan outside. Over Wembanyama. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. On offense, here are the Warriors. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Duncan. Rip Hamilton getting it to go from deep. On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Curry. Warriors leading by 4. Havlicek outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Howard. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Curry with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Havlicek.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Hamilton outside. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hamilton's got 5 points so far.
Huge advantage for Wembanyama to see over everybody.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Curry. From past the arc. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen against Baylor. High post Allen. With 1 on the clock. Yep, that one goes. Allen's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Stephen Curry. Duncan is out there with Green. Then it's Baylor. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 spot. Nice shot by Hamilton.
And Allen showing good recognition on that play to set up a teammate for the basket.
Here's Baylor. Duncan surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Pass to Havlicek. It's rebounded by Baylor.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Gilmore passes to Green. Outside Baylor. Controls it. Curry against Allen. Pass to Hamilton. Allen dishes to Havlicek. He gets it in there. Havlicek's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. On defense, the Warriors. Here's Baylor. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Warriors leading by 9. Allen passes to Howard. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Outside, Green from the arc, buries it from 3-point range. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, good job taking advantage of the space and getting that one off. Green making a great decision with the ball.
Wembanyama outside. Nobody near Allen. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Baylor. Back to Curry. Wide open look. And again, it's Cleveland.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Wembanyama outside. Hamilton kicks to Havlicek. Wembanyama with it. He has yet to score.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Baylor. Duncan outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now Curry. And again, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Wembanyama's out there with Howard. Then there's Allen. Then there's Richard Hamilton. And it's Havlicek in at the 3. And Green gets it to go.
And this is a shot Green is still working on. And the work seems to be paying off.
At the elbow, it's Allen. That's short off the rim.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Green for the tie. Duncan, so good down low.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Allen dishes to Havlicek. Wembanyama, a screen. The high post shot, and that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got his second bucket.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Duncan outside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Green taking his time here. Pass to Baylor. Just 5 to shoot. Curry, that's good.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Allen. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
No good on that one.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
And he sinks the second. And here is Curry. 8 points for him. Outside Baylor. Pass to Duncan. Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, the Cavaliers score.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Hamilton kicks to Allen. Pops in the layup for 2. That's 10 points for Allen.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Havlicek against Curry. Duncan, the pass to Green. Back to Duncan. Lots of room. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Howard. And Benyama, that's for 2. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From about 19 feet. Green, no luck. The Warriors trail. Here's Allen going inside.
And when Allen catches fire, it is a sight to see because it seems like the guy just can't miss.
Curry against Havlicek. This one for 3. No good that time. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll be back with you right after this. Behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Warriors. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Baylor. Draymond Green is out there with Duncan. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Gilmore in at the center.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Curry passes to Baylor. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Curry from 3.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it goes on Draymond Green. That's good from Havlicek.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Both free throws good from Havlicek.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. The Warriors leading. Hamilton outside. Wembanyama looking it over. Howard with the screen on Baylor. Bobbed up there for Howard. That's tipped. Now here's Baylor. Curry, a screen on Allen. From deep. Knocked down the three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you can see by the steal totals, they have put a lot of pressure on the opponent's ball handlers, and as a result, their defense has been so active.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you once again, Allie. They lead by 1. Havlicek outside. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Duncan with the rebound. Allen's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Baylor up top. Covered by Havlicek. Howard with the steal. He takes it in, and that one is good.
Yeah, freight train coming through. Howard just powering into the paint.
So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a 1-point game. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry outside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Allen against Baylor. Allen in the post. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
1-2 customer. Ray Allen, great in these situations.
Curry is inside. Covered by Havlicek. There's a good screen. And it's sent back by Howard. And that one falls. The Warriors leading. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Havlicek outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama going to town inside.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Timeout, Cavaliers. Havlicek against Curry. Duncan with his screen on Havlicek. Duncan up top. Outside Baylor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Draymond. The long shot, no good.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Timeout, Cavaliers. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Victor Wembanyama. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
Here's Duncan. Launches it. Good.
Stephen Curry. Assist from Elgin Baylor.
So we see the Warriors
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Robertson, and no good. His first shot of the night, missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. For three, Westbrook sends it home from three-point land.
Well, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
Here's Chamberlain. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Bryant. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
It goes to show you how well Johnson anticipates, sees the shot forming, and is able to get a hand on it.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And here's Chicago. It's a three-point game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The teardrop. Chicago passing it around. Here's Westbrook. Nice shot from the wing. Westbrook's got 5.
You know, whether it's going solo or in a set like the pick and roll, Westbrook has a knack for creating offense.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Bryant, no good.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
And here's Johnson. Westbrook outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Westbrook, the pass to Gobert. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
Robertson banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Johnson passes to Westbrook. Off target from three-point range.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Inside. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. From deep, Johnson. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Not Magic's normal route of attack, but sometimes you just can't pass up a good look like that.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter. Pass to Robertson. Bryant outside. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by Johnson. Bulls leading by 6. Westbrook outside. Launches it. Another 3 for Chicago.
Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
Here's Robertson, pounded by Westbrook. Basket's good. Robertson's gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Kings trail by 9. Here's Robertson. Pass to Embiid. And he recovers it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Russell Westbrook. He's been the guy making things happen for the Bulls. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
They've got Bam Adebayo. Johnson is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Westbrook. Give him 8 points now. Here's Nowitzki. Another one falls for Sacramento.
And I like how quickly Nowitzki makes decisions. I mean, when the defense is not on him, he shoots it with confidence off the dribble.
Johnson passes to O'Neal. And he buries his first look. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Timeout call, Sacramento. Pass to Embiid. Here's Robertson. On the wing, Bryant. Covered by Johnson. Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
Westbrook outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson against Bryant. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Johnson. Westbrook against Bryant. Westbrook, the pass to Gobert. The rebound by Robertson. The Kings trailing. Bryant outside. Here's Embiid. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Outside Adebayo. Pass to Gobert. Picked his pocket. Here's Robertson. Hounded by Adebayo. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Robertson. Pounded by Westbrook. Back to Embiid. Embiid doing his thing inside.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Johnson passes to Adebayo. That three's off the mark.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush him.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Bryant outside. Shoots over Johnson. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Kings 19.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So it's Sacramento now. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Joel Embiid. And it's Nowitzki in at the three. Here's Robertson, hounded by Westbrook. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Shaq, such a beast inside, which is why defenders elect to foul him there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
You know, Shaq is a nightly double-double threat and a behemoth in the paint. Really a powerful, powerful force.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Here's Robertson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Chicago leading. Pass to Johnson. Back to Westbrook. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Here's Chamberlain. Sacramento passing it around. Bryant against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet away. And the jumper is good. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
Well, in general, the mid-range is a sweet spot for Kobe Bryant.
Outside O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Robertson. Bryant outside. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Outside Johnson. Westbrook outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Westbrook's got 15.
Big game thus far for Westbrook offensively. Not a surprise coming from him, but he is clearly amped up in this one.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Boy, you got to like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bryant. Inside. To the inside. And then Westbrook slams it in.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Bryant with it. Now Embiid. Back to Bryant. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Robertson. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Johnson for three. The rebound by Embiid.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Bryant, the pass to Chamberlain. It's blocked by Gobert.
So good at finding these spots. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Outside O'Neal. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Bryant. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Chamberlain. Clock at 6. It's Bryant with a drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, good force on that drive from Bryant that time. Even the foul didn't keep him from taking the shot.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Throw good. Bryant.
The competitiveness and tenacity of Kobe Bryant are really something to behold. He never seems satisfied with his own play, always trying to get a little more out of himself.
And both free throws good for Bryant.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Chicago leading by 6. Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Down low. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your goals, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
Free throws good. Adebayo. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Johnson is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's O'Neal in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Bryant gets it to go.
Kobe has such confidence. Feels like this guy can score whenever he wants to.
Gobert with a screen on Bryant. And he lobs it up. Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority dirty by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
The Kings call timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Rebounded by Adebayo.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Westbrook. Now Johnson. Wide open look. No, it's off target.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
That one's in there.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually mean he's the last man standing.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Gobert. Gobert hammers it home.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Westbrook, that misses. Kings trail by 7. 1:33 left in the game. Embiid, no problem from 14.
Don't L Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Now Westbrook. Let's loose for 3. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Banks it home. Big shot.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Oh, it's stolen. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Tipped. Johnson with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
They double him with Bryant. Westbrook. And yes, sir. Hits the wide open J.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Johnson against Bryant. The 9-foot shot. Off on the layup.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires the 3. Buries it from outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Russell Westbrook taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
from 17 feet out. Rebounded by Adebayo. And that's an intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Bulls, Bam Adebayo. Taking 2 shots. 2 shots. Relax on the first.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. And he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. And so Westbrook nails both of them.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Russell Westbrook.